Well, it's harvest log, it's day 4, and that is on the 14th of July. We made a start into our oilseed rape. We haven't got very much oilseed rape this year, partly rotationally and partly because 20 hectares didn't make it thanks to cabbage stem flea beetle, which murdered, about 24 hectares probably last autumn. So we've written that off. And actually we put it into wheat, which is probably the right thing to do. The wheat looks really well up there at the moment. But here we are. This is Quarry and Gaston's field on below us. This is a variety called DK Exalt, which is a hybrid variety. This was planted about 20th of September last year. Quite a thin seed rate, so we had some really huge bushy plants here. We were planting this at about 40 seeds per square metre. There's quite a thin bit here actually, so we probably ended up only with probably 8 or 10. But very, very well branched, good solid plants, like tree trunks really, some of these crops. And yeah, it really, really is some monumental stems and roots there. That one's obviously snapped off, going right the way down. But we are bone dry, as you can see. That is normally has got a bit of moisture at this time of year, but as you can see, that is all gone. What I was hoping to show you out here was an understory of vetch and buckwheat, which we sprinkled into this crop before we harvested it about a month ago now. And that was to be our cover crop. What I was hoping for was some rain between applying the pod sticker and harvest to get that cover crop to establish and germinate, to kind of jump the gun really, I suppose, in terms of getting that crop established more cheaply. So we're putting it on with the sprayer and the slug pelleting machine. It also saves a lot of time. And saves a lot of diesel as well. But without the rain, obviously it hasn't grown. So these seeds are here somewhere. I would have thought the viability has reduced somewhat because they haven't grown. There'll be a few that have been predated, probably a few mice kicking around out here as well, which would have thought, brilliantly, free lunch. So we'll wait and see what happens. We're not planting any cover crops at the moment because it is just so dry. And that's going to burn a lot of diesel, wear a lot of steel out on the drill, and the seeds just really aren't going to grow until we get some significant moisture. And we had some after the winter barley harvest was just finished, and that was enough just to delay us a little bit. We've only got a little bit of rape to do now. We've probably got about 50 hectares to do in this block, and another field down in the Vale, which we'll get done tomorrow, and then the rest is up on the top of Breeden Hill, which without desiccation is probably still about a week to 10 days away. This wasn't desiccated either, and it's gone off very, very evenly with the hot weather that we've had. So yep, tune in tomorrow, see how we're getting on.